कितना साए तुम ही जानते, दिलों की धड़कन तुम हो साई.
In my last post, we looked at messages 6 through 10, bringing us now to message 11. Message 6 indicates that the speaker is the divine principle, one who moves us from the state of ego to divine consciousness. Message 7 tells us that there is no religion higher than truth. And message 8 says that the female principle's sense of smell and taste come from truth. Message 9 says that mind power mental principle is all ego and not real. Holy One is the basis of the world. That is the truth. And message 10 says, I have seen your upheaval. I am the song of the Satya Yuga, absolute peace. After leaving the message 10 session, Jackie was attacked at a bus stop and her cross was pulled from her neck. She escaped and ran back to the office where she sat in abject terror and quickly wrote a note. This is where we begin message 11 today. We find Jackie sitting in terror, and when somewhat quieted, we begin to unravel the meaning of message 11. In panic, she scribbled a note on paper, but was too scared to tell me what had happened.
Do you have any idea what it is? Why your mind won't let you think about it right now?
I don't know.
It just won't come? It won't come.
When relaxing or going into a trance to retrieve messages, Jackie was most comfortable lying on the floor. I attempt to quiet her panic, and we begin to unravel the 11th message. I hesitate to show Jackie in this state of extreme panic, because it will disturb some. Yet the panic shows the extreme danger of the dark force, its capacity to cause suffering, and our need to counter it. And now let us continue deciphering the 11th message.
Left-handed teacher, not real. Great illusion. And desires me.
Illusion?
It's not real. It pretends to be real, but it isn't real. I don't know who it is.
Jackie quiets a bit, and then we're able to look at the 11th message. My hands placed over her forehead and eyes stabilizes her emotions.
Brahmapura. Aham Amitabh. You know what that means?
It's like a short term of Buddha of light, but this is like a DH something or another name that means Buddha of light.
Scriptures describe Amitabha possessing infinite merits resulting from good deeds over countless past lives as a bodhisattva named Dharmakara. Dharmakaya constitutes the unmanifested, inconceivable aspect of a Buddha, out of which Buddhas arise and to which they return after their dissolution.
I am Buddha of light. I am Sai Baba. Now Stula Sarira.
Left-handed.
Okay, Stula Sarira.
Both of them left-handed.
Left-handed. Acharya, teacher.
Not real.
Upadi.
Pull down.
Huh?
Pull down.
Pull down.
Great illusion. Mahamaya.
Eva Asat. Eva Asat. Is not truth.
Not reality. Not truth.
Paramartha Raga Yoni. What does that mean? Paramartha Raga Yoni.
Raga, desire, yoni, me.
What Paramartha?
I don't know.
then Yuga Abhaya.
You worthy one.
Arayan Asana.
Hence posture, I think.
Charbhava Deva Yuga.
Follows upheaval.
Okay.
Here is message 11, written in Sanskrit by Professor Timilsina with corrections. Brahmapura, Aham Amitabha, Dharmakara, Aham Satya Sai Baba, Stula Sarira Acharya Upadi, Mahamaya Eva Asat, Paramartha Raga Yoni. And here let me comment. Stula Sarira Acharya means gross body teacher. Jackie translates this as a left-handed teacher, which she says is a great illusion and not real. The phrase Paramartha Raga Yoni is interpreted by Professor Timilsina as being a contrast, meaning Paramartha is the highest goal or purpose, while Raga Yoni indicates a state of desire. We will see this distinction in the translation by Professor Timilsina that follows. Pure heart of man, I am Buddha of light. Left-hand teacher, the teacher in the physical body, is not real. He is a great illusion and masquerading. In reality, this teacher is the cause of suffering. O noble one, this is the time for you to be fearless. Brace yourself, be firm. Lift yourself up to embodying the divinity in time. Finding oneness in diversity or upheaval is the purpose of the manifest time. Lift yourself up to embodying the divine. Message 11 describes a left-hand teacher who is Asat and Mahamaya, not true and a great illusion, who is creating a fearful reality that is injurious to the female principle, or wisdom, as we have established in prior posts. And here is Sanskrit scholar Timilsina commenting upon the fearful reality.
I personally see that Jackie is confronting against something she sees very dark coming. And she is telling to not fall for something that dark. She is seeing a real body, a Sthula Sarira, but she is also saying there that this is not real. This is not something, because it's asat. Generally in Sanskrit text, we have this example of a rope and a snake. You have some substrate, something real, something very much alike, it is long and shape-wise, it's just crawling, coiled and everything, all is look alike. But a rope is not a snake. That is why they use the term upadi. Upadi is used to say something look alike but not real. And that is in the Sthula Sharira, in the flesh.
She says this in other messages. He looks very appealing and attractive, but he is not. He is wanting to hurt me.
When there is something in the real body, like a real tangible thing, it looks very real. But it's not real.
This upadi refers to Raga Yoni. It looks like it's good for her, but and will lead her in the right path. To some kind of enjoyment. But
Raga Yoni, Shyam, Raga Yoni also has two meanings. It is the cause of Raga, but it is Ragasya Yoni. Also, Raga yoni yasya means this is the product of raga. Something that is going to cause you a lot of desire, or something that in itself is a product of desire. You want to see it. I'm reading this way. I'm reading this way.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see it and you see it. If you are very thirsty walking through the dune, the mirage will look more real. You want to freak out, the rope will appear as a snake. You are psychologically prepared. Whatever the big body being you see can be upadhi because of your own wanting to see something there which is not even there.
A comment. This concept of how our perceptions are influenced by our inner life, like our conflicts, desires, wants, is called projection in the behavioral sciences. We know that our inner life with its wants and needs greatly colors our perceptions of the external world. Also, Paramartha Raga Yoni. What does the Paramartha Raga Yoni mean? The phrase Paramartha Raga Yoni is interpreted by Professor Timilsina as being a contrast, meaning Paramartha is the highest goal or purpose, while Raga Yoni indicates a state of desire. We will see this distinction in the translation by Professor Timilsina that follows.
I'm reading the Paramartha as a separate. I've separated Paramartha, like there is something Paramartha, but there is something else that is the Raga Yoni. Rather than combining the whole phrase as a singular Paramartha Raga Yoni, there is this Paramartha.
Well, do you think that Paramartha means the highest purpose?
Yeah.
Versus Raga Yoni.
This is not Paramartha, this is Raga Yoni. So there is a contrast. There is one thing that is Paramartha, the real teacher or what real teaching, and there is other thing that is Raga Yoni. That's how that Raga Yoni works because of the Upadhi. And so that also gives us this left hand and right hand.
So there is Paramartha, the real teacher, the real purpose, and Raga Yoni Mahamaya Eva Sat.
Eva Asat.
Eva Asat. Which identifies the nature of the Upadhi, of the Stula Sarera. It's Raga Yoni, and it is Mahamaya. And now let's look at the highlighted lines of this 11th message, paying attention to how it applies to the Mudunhali group. And remember that this message was delivered in 1983, when I knew nothing about Madhu or Mudunhali, showing the omniscient Sai, beyond time and space, forewarning and protecting us in this miraculous way. Left-hand teacher, the teacher in the physical body, is not real. He is a great illusion and masquerading. In reality, this teacher is the cause of suffering. The description of the left hand or left-handed teacher does not refer to the physical hand he favors, but to a deviant and fearful path that he teaches. Jackie describes a dark force of non-truth causing suffering. We are instructed to counter this dark force with the power of absolute devotion that we will see in coming posts.